Hello, my name is Edward Drake. Welcome to the Lakers TV.
So man, it is a real pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you for your time. That's great to be able to talk to you right now. You're in LA, I'm in France, so nice. We can schedule things anyway, right?
Brilliant, I love it. What part of France?
I'm in the it's like 2 hours down from Paris, Lyon, a big city called Lyon.
Yeah. Bien. Okay, very cool.
But I will be in LA early in April this year. I will be in LA.
Fantastic. Dude, give me a shout when you're in town. I'll take you out for coffee.
Of course, man. Of course, I will let you know.
Yeah.
So, Edward, first of all, just tell us, how are you, man? Busy, I guess.
Life is good. The sun is out. I got a really good day of riding done this morning.
In the traffic.
In the traffic. The traffic.
LA traffic always busy, right?
I know. I had the most LA day. I woke up. I hit my favorite coffee shop. I had a meeting in Malibu. I was in and then driving back from Malibu, I hit every person in Los Angeles is on the road today, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's good. So, Edward, I just saw your last movie, Gasoline Alley.
Oh,
was
amazing.
Very good. Yeah.
Thank you, dude.
Man, let me tell you something. I'm an artist myself. I love rock and roll and blues music. And let me tell you, the entrance of the movie, I love, the ambience, the LA nighttime, vaporwave, like light, red, purple, blue. And the blues music was very, on point. Loved it. So congratulations on this entrance because I just loved it. The man alone at the bar, having his drink, girls, Very nice, very nice. So it is your 5th collaboration with Bruce Willis. A lot of movies. Yeah. First as producer with Bridge, Cosmic Scene, Apex, American Siege, and now Gasoline Alley. It's like a dream come true for you to work with such a legendary actor. You know what I mean? We all love Bruce Willis.
Oh my God, it's incredible. I'm the luckiest guy on earth. My 15-year-old self is just like, no, I grew up with Die Hard and Unbreakable.
Best action movie ever?
Yeah, Die Hard's freaking phenomenal. Oh my God. John McTiernan, and he rewrote the action playbook. And Die Hard is a touchstone. Are you kidding me? I'm the luckiest guy on earth.
I bet you are. And you have another great guest in the movie, of course, Luke Wilson. He's just amazing. I love him. Yeah. And hey, hello, kitty. Beautiful.
I want to say hi. The Luke Wilson, dude. Luke is fantastic. He was such a great collaborator. He had so much dialogue to learn, and there are just some guys that are absolute professionals, and they just click in and they see it, and it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Yeah. Let's roll in. I got it, man. It's okay. And another great actor that I didn't recognize at the first sight, Devon Sawa.
Mm-hmm.
He's amazing. Yeah. The first time I saw Devon was in Casper. Casper, I love the friendly ghost. The movie produced by the legendary Steven Spielberg. Mm-hmm. And man, this is Devon Sawa now. He's
incredible.
He's badass. Unbelievable.
He's an action movie star. Like no doubt about it. He's honestly, there is no film without him. He's so singular. He is the Jimmy Jane character. He has embodied that renegade maverick rockabilly spirit. We only had a very, very short pre-production time. And the second that I met him, it was like, right, we need to come together now or the next 11 days of filming are going to be absolutely, it would have been a challenge, but we trusted each other with the process. He had some he had some phenomenal insights into the character, and off we went.
He nailed it, and the way you shot him, the angle is such a badass, he stole the part, actually, in this movie.
Yeah, big part of that was trying to frame and play with the conventions of guilt. And one thing that I did with Cosmic Sin that a lot of people didn't realize was that the humans are the bad guys in that story. And the framing, the way that it's shot, the storytelling devices, the structure, it's actually the villain narrative. I learned the lessons from Cosmic Sin because that was a big learning experience. And then for Gasoline Alley, I still wanted to play into this idea of the anti-hero who has to tap into the worst side of himself. To be
Digging it, to
be able to prove his innocence. And it's just that idea of there's man's justice and then there's the justice of the wild, of Mother Nature, and
dark side of justice. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. Edward, I have a co-host in the room right now with us.
Awesome.
Let me tell you something. He's a die-hard fan. He's the best die-hard fan ever.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber. He has a big YouTube channel actually in France, and his name is Merej, and he's gonna be with us right now. Yes.
Merej.
Bien. Salut, bien le bonjour Edward Drake. Je m'adresse à vous en français parce que comme ça fait travailler John Ali qui, je le sais, adore traduire en anglais.
Let me translate for you. He's gonna speak in French, of course, and he say, "I'm gonna speak in French because John Ali loves to do the subtitle for the audience."
J'ai parlé un petit français. J'ai étudié français de 3 ans. Let's go in English because I'm French. I can order you a baguette and un croissant, s'il vous plaît, and that's it. So that's all my French. But,
that's good. Anyway, Merej, I understand you very well, so no problem. He's gonna ask the question in French, and I will do the translation for him. No problem. So go ahead, Merej. Vas-y, quand tu veux.
Oui. Alors la première question, un petit peu amusée de ma part, mais c'est vrai que il y a un dicton en France qui dit voir Venise et mourir. Et le mien, ça serait plutôt tourner un film avec Bruce Willis et mourir. Et là, ça fait quand même le 4e film que vous tournez avec Bruce Willis. Quel est votre secret? C'est quoi? Vous êtes ami avec sa fille? Vous êtes de sa famille? Allez, avouez. Vous avez un secret.
So Merej just said, man, you have to tell us. This is the 4th movies you directed with Bruce Willis. So what is the secret? You a member of the family? I don't know, his son, his daughter? He is your uncle or something?
Yeah. No, I helped him bury a body back a few years ago. We were just out partying one night, and no, it was just it ended up being
that could be.
I'm in this town, brother. You never know. No, honestly, it's a very wholesome story. I wrote a sci-fi script called Anti-Life, and Anti-Life was sold to a producer who turned it into Breach. And then on the set of Breach, I was brought back to do some rewrites throughout production, and I got to meet Bruce and his team. And he said he liked the script, and I spoke to his team, and then they just said, "What else have you got?" And the producer, Corey Large, he's been integral throughout all of this. And he's the linchpin that keeps the train going, keeps the family together, and very grateful. Bruce and his team are awesome to work with.
Okay, super.
I wish there was a more salacious story. I need to come up with I don't know. So Bruce was being abducted by aliens in the Australian outback, and then I was riding my kangaroo. And I looked over and I'm like, "Crikey, that's Bruce Willis."
I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that one. I love it. That's the official story. That's what it is. Merej, tu poses ta deuxième question.
Oui, je voulais savoir, en fait, Bruce Willis, depuis quelques années, s'est orienté dans une deuxième partie de carrière où il fait plus de films de série B, des B-movies. Et on s'attend peut-être à voir quelque chose, surtout avec les budgets dont vous disposez, peut-être un peu plus restreints. Et j'ai trouvé que Gasoline Alley avait une photographie particulièrement soignée, particulièrement belle. C'était une volonté de votre part de faire quelque chose, voilà, je sais pas, de plus percutant.
Yeah, Merej wants to know. For a few years now, Bruce Willis seems to do a lot of B movies, more of B movies, VOD, direct to video, streaming services, everything, and we know that this is always a lower budget for this kind of movies. Yeah. But with Gasoline Alley, it seems you have to be you put a lot of how many say that a lot of intention on the cinematography of the movies, the lights, the photography is very beautiful. Is this something you have to have really you have really to work on it in prep because of the budget and everything? There's always an issue with that kind of, I guess, B movies.
You're right about the budget. There is nothing there. I have directed music videos and commercials with bigger budgets than these films. Gasoline Alley was shot in 11 days. Then we had 1 day for just running around with camera to get B-roll footage for Los Angeles and that. It is a challenge, and the visual language of the films are dictated by the production circumstances. So, for example, if we know we're going to be in a lot of locations over the course of the shoot, that means each move is going to cut into the amount of shooting time we have each day. And then that shooting time, do we have enough time to capture everything in a particular way, whether it is this smooth, deliberate, intentional, classical way of framing these defining images, or do we have to lean into the Paul Greengrass method, which is a lot more grounded, and then try and play with that? And what I see with other films that are using this production model, so we did a film in 7 days. We did a film in 8 days, 9 days, and 11 days. And I can tell you there is a huge... I know.
That's unbelievable, man, to hear that.
Hairline? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the difference in quality between a film that's made in 7 days versus a film that's made in 11 days is probably 25%. You just have that much more time, put more intention into everything. And so there's a lot of decision and intention that goes into choosing what the visual language is and what the style is going to be. But I love the cinematographer, Brandon Cox. He and I, we fight, like over everything, but I love it. He cares, which is why he stands up for what he believes in, even though he's wrong most of the time and I'm always right.
That's what I love. You talk about a lot about the challenging thing. Like big idea, low budget. Let's make it anyway. I love it. Man, this is you guys deserve an Oscar for this kind of production. Because the schedule is always tight, and as you said, he's available 3 days. He's not. And then it's evolving all the time, and you have to, there's always, something you have to come up with to solve an issue and everything. So this is unbelievable.
Dude, I promise you, if you saw the original script for American Siege or for Apex or for Cosmic Sin versus what the final film is, they're different films entirely. They are just like, fucking, like you start playing basketball and you end up having to play like American Gridiron. It's, yeah.
Insane, man.
But that's part of it. You have to adapt and roll with the punches, and then suddenly you get a note from a French distributor, and the French are always the worst. I'm serious.
I bet.
I got 8 pages of notes one time from a French distributor, and we hadn't shot a single frame, and I was like, "Oh, I love it." But anyway. You have to just do it. Look, this is the price you pay, and it's a collaboration, and it's I've got the best job in the world. I wake up excited to work every day, so it's life is good.
Yeah, it is. Merej, continue, Merej, y a pas de problème. Vas-y.
Ouais, j'ai une dernière question. Du coup, ça sera un peu une surprise pour toi, mais j'ai vu que vous alliez passer à quelque chose de différent pour votre prochain film, qui est en fait un documentaire. Ça s'appelle Mandy Lady. Donc sur Mandy Horvath, j'ai vu, c'est une femme qui n'a pas de jambes a priori, hein, qui a été amputée des 2 jambes. Vous pouvez nous en parler un peu? Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce projet?
So yeah, you understood. The last question of Merej, of course, is about your next project. Mandy Lady. That's right. About a woman who has no legs. That's right.
Yes. Yep. She's a bilateral above knee amputee, and she's an incredible woman who had lost her legs after a tragic incident when she was 21, and she had battled sobriety. She had battled rehab. And then she had to have like many surgeries. She died twice on the operating table, and she just had this middle America fuck you spirit. Sorry, can I swear on this? Is that okay?
Yeah, it is okay.
I'm Australian. All Australians should come with like a little swearing warning.
No, go ahead, man.
The English side of me as well is wanting to curse every 5 seconds. What was I going to say? We captured a beautiful documentary. It's the best thing I've ever done, and I can't wait to share it very, very soon. So tonight I'm going to the rough cut screening.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the editor. Yeah, it's all teed up. We've got a screening room. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Of course you are.
Yeah. There's a beautiful story behind this little guy. When we were on the mountain, I became friends with one of the porters, and he ran into some breathing difficulties, and he said that he wouldn't be able to finish the climb. And he gave me this little guy, and he said, "Can you please wear this to the top so that a little part of me can go on?" And it was a beautiful thing. And,
it is.
And I wear it every day. The people of Tanzania, if anyone has the chance, Mount Kilimanjaro is incredible.
I can't wait to see that. Man.
Yeah, it's good.
Congratulations. Merej, tu veux dire un dernier mot à Edouard avant de...
Le dernier mot, déjà merci beaucoup. Ça fait plaisir. C'était très intéressant de vous entendre sur toutes ces difficultés, ce challenge qu'on a. Voilà, quand on a que 20 jours ou 11 jours pour faire un film, les différences, c'était vraiment, vraiment passionnant. Et du coup, on a envie de savoir quand est-ce que vous allez faire un film avec Bruce Willis dans le rôle principal sur 60 jours. On peut rêver.
Merej says just thank you, and it was very, very nice, to hear you about all the issue you can have on set during production of the movie when you only have, 12 day, 10 day, 7 day, and we want to know if you're gonna do new movies with Bruce Willis in the leading role again.
I can't. I can't.
I'm out of this.
Yeah, but they haven't been announced, but they might have been shot. So yeah, they were shot last year, right before Christmas. So we were shooting right up until Christmas Eve, and they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
Okay,
it definitely takes some experience. There's some diehard shit in it. We blew up more explosions in the opening 10 minutes of one of these films than I think Bruce has ever been involved with in his career. He was honestly sitting back at Video Village and it's pretty cool.
T'as ta réponse, Merej, sur ce qu'il vient de dire.
Yeah, that was a pretty awesome moment. But, the answer is yes, and I can't wait to talk more about them when the studio announces them.
You will be back, no problem. I'm going to put, Merej is going to say bye-bye to you right now. I'm going to ask you final question. Yeah.
Bonne nuit, bonne journée.
Merci, et j'apporte les croissants la prochaine fois.
He's going to bring the croissant next time, he said. Merci, Merej. À tout de suite.
Very good.
So, Edward, it's nice to hear all that stories. It's incredible, man. You, just like you said, you're the luckiest, maybe young director in Hollywood place ever right now.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's and I talk about the difficulties of these productions as a way to educate, and so that people can learn how these films are made. Because I find it fascinating. One of the things that I miss the most about growing up is the behind-the-scenes featurettes about films. I mean,
thank you.
Yeah. Alien, Jim Cameron and Ridley Scott always hire these incredible behind-the-scenes crews to document the process. And I feel like so many modern filmmakers grew up with that experience. And now now what we have are podcasts and YouTube channels like yours, and that's going to birth the next generation of filmmakers.
Yeah, and this podcast, it is what it is, just, sharing a good conversation with directors, with artists from all around the world, and just tell us how it is behind the scene. I want everybody to know, because it is crazy,
Yeah, it's a really important thing to be able to share these stories as well. And I feel like, I don't know, if one little bit of information that I share inspires someone to think about a problem in a different way, to come at an issue from another angle, like lateral thinking is key in modern movie making. So
we can feel the enthusiastic, feeling in your words. I love it, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Entertaining us like you just did right now with this podcast. It was amazing. You're such a kind person. Thank you for your time, man, and take care of you. And let's see, you come back anytime. Now you come back anytime on the Likez TV. And thank you, brother. We stay in touch.
Absolutely.
Take care, man.
Mirage for me. I'll see you later.
Yeah, of course. Bye, man.
Bye.